Let's take a look at how mattresses are made in a factory. First, let's take a look at how spring mattresses are made. Its main part is an interior with springs. For this, long wires are cut into smaller pieces and made into springs. All the springs produced in this way will be checked to ensure that they are of the same size. Now each of these springs is taken and put into a special type of machine. Connecting these together, a bed-like structure emerges. Now an iron wire is placed along its edge to make it a structure so that it does not break. But in quality spring beds, these springs are sealed in a cloth packet. In this way many springs are connected and made in the form of a bed. Next is the sponge construction. A specially prepared liquid is poured into the mold. But it needs to be poured very little, because a chemical reaction takes place inside it that releases carbon dioxide, and as a result the size of the liquid will more than double in a few hours. After drying, the mold is broken and it is taken out. Now cut this form into smaller pieces. These are cut into several layers of uniform thickness using a rotating platform. Each of these layers is then passed between two wheels to form the particular design. Now we have to make a fabric called felt to get support for our body while lying in bed. It is usually made from small scraps of wool left over from some other process. All this is further cut and made into thin layers of wool. Many such layers are stacked on top of each other and then compressed in various ways to form a thick fabric. Finally, these are cut into the required size. Now the top and bottom layers of the bed should be made. For this, different types of fabric, cotton and wool, are stitched together by machine. Any kind of design can be stitched on it with the help of computer. Sometimes the company name and logo is sewn into it. When the desired length is reached, it is cut and the sides locked together to fit the BBD. Next is the side part of the bed. To this, labels and tags indicating quality are added. Other things that help to add to the beauty of the bed are also sewn into it. Now all this is added together, making the bed. After placing the layer of felt first, the structure of the spring is placed on top of it. These are connected and a felt layer is placed on the other side. After placing a layer of foam on top and a bed cover sewn on top, everything is tied together. Last comes the side part of the bed. After it is properly fitted, the edges are stitched and joined to the bed with the help of a sewing machine. So a good spring mattress for sleeping is ready. It is packed and stored. Now let's see the construction of a normal bed without any spring. Its procedure is almost the same. This factory uses a large length machine for making the form. At one end of it the foaming liquid is poured, which slowly passes through and undergoes a chemical reaction and comes out as foam at the other end. This is easier for companies that make large quantities of beds and furniture. These are taken in large blocks by crane and stored in stores. These are then cut into small pieces and then cut into several layers. The remaining parts are put into a grinder and cut into very small pieces. This is drawn by a vacuum pump and put into a large container. Steam and some chemicals are mixed with it to compress this mixture well. This large block that comes out after that is called rebounded form. This too is cut to size and made into several layers. Our normal bed is made by adding a layer of filler on one side and a layer of memory foam on the other side. Now the upper and lower layers of fabric required for these are sewn and made. After all these are put together, all the parts are sewn together using a sewing machine. Finally, the ready beds are packed in plastic cages and sent to the shops. How was the factory manufacture of beds like? Please comment your views below. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.